What's up, guys? This is Vinny. This is another update for my manga project, D Hunter. And what you see here is the first of many videos for how to draw videos that I'm gonna soon start. And this video right here is about proportions. So, first of all, I'd like to thank all the people who subscribed and and like the other videos and favorite them too. Thank you very much. The support is really inspiring and motivating. And so yeah, so let's start. So what you see here is this is what I use to basically sometimes measure body proportions. And so each one of these little rows, as you can see, are about like an inch. Each of them are like an inch. And basically what I've seen some artists do is that they use the head of their character to basically measure out the rest of the body. And so I'm gonna start doing a figure drawing. I'm gonna pause the video and I'm gonna start it over. Alright, so basically what I usually start when I draw is I sketch out the figure, and I use a technique that I've basically been using to do figure drawings ever since I started drawing, which is like the tube circle technique someone told me about. But basically it's like you just use the tubes and the circles to basically form the character you're trying to do, or the person, or whoever you're trying to draw in a figure. And so what we do, you start with the head, kind of like just sketch it in there. You don't need to be so dark. I'm a little bit dark right now, but you don't need to be that dark. The lighter it is, the better. Easier to erase, and it's easier to draw and fix things over it if you have a mistake. And so basically we start with the head. The head sometimes could overlap the rows, but usually you want to try to sometimes get it right between there. It doesn't really matter sometimes, but when you're doing the sketch, you want to try to keep everything basically stable. And so then we go with the spine. And so the spine usually starts from the back of the head, which is this area right here, which is this right here, and you just basically go gently trying to form. It's almost like a bit of a curved skeleton, and you want to go all the way down at least to the fourth row on the end. You can see there. And so once you get that, you want to start doing like a stick figure drawing almost. So you want to start doing the shoulders, and the shoulders should be usually like in real perspectives and real proportions that architects use. It's usually like a 3 feet or so, 2.5 or 3 feet. And so what you do is you get the ruler and you measure it from the tip of that jaw. The jaw is gonna be right over here. And so don't make it that dark though. So from there you just do the shoulder, and as you can see, it should be like right between 1.5 inches or so. And so there, that's how you start it. That's the shoulder. And then you want to get to you want to do the chest, and you basically do almost like an oval, like an oval, half an oval or so. and that's basically the chest, torso. And then you want to do the stomach area. It'll be like another oval. And there we go. That's a full oval right there. A little bit smaller, a little bit more in the middle. And then right between here, you want to do the joints, the pancreas area, which will be right like basically a circle. Usually I'll do it like around here, so. And then we start doing the arms. So first, the bicep. You should start with the bicep, which will be another circle. And this is a bicep right there. Doesn't really matter. You can make it big. You can make it as big as this area, but you don't want to go over your shoulder line right here. You want to keep it down, so it can be big or small. Depends on the body type that you're trying to create. And so right now I'm trying to create like a lean, not too bulky body. And so the arm will start from here, and you'll do it like a stick figure again. Stick figure, you do it from the middle and you go all the way down. Try to curve it a little, give it a bit of form. And then you don't go all the way, you go all the way to this area. This area right here will be your cut off area. So you do another circle to separate the joints, and then the ending of the arm, which you want to try to get a little bit more closer, be an angled line. And right there, that's the arm. And remember this, hands never go past a certain part after the torso of the legs. So right now, draw a line right there. And so we'll start doing the legs first. Before we finish this arm, let's do the legs. So what we do is we do another stick figure, drawing of the legs. The legs should come right around here, right around there, like in an angle. And then another circle, make the joint, and then like a curve, because we're also trying to give it muscle. And so like we'll be like right there. And so we do another circle to give us a sense of where the foot would be. And the foot is usually just an indication, really. And I usually do something like this, like I don't know what you'll call the shape, but a deformed circle. And so from there, we draw the rest of the leg. You try to keep it in a form. And then you keep drawing. Remember to always keep it in a wave-like form. Like with this leg, it's a little bit more out. And then it'll go out a little bit and in. Alright, like out, in. And that right there is basically like part of the leg. Now to draw the other leg, remember when you're drawing girls or boys, there's a certain pattern or a certain form that usually that they're in. And so what you do is that, since I'm drawing like technically like a guy would be, I guess, you want to try to like make the legs separate. Legs that are inward or closer together are usually meant to indicate like a female posture. More separate will be more masculine. And so you want to draw another, like I said, another line, another circle, form, then okay, so then you basically want to do the same thing you did in this leg, but it's going to be in a different type of form. So you start to finish it off as I started here. you want to try to finish this area, and you just go down a little bit down. And since this leg is in a different view, basically, you have to make it seem as though he's standing correctly. You don't want to do exactly like you did here, because this area would technically be here, but in the way you're looking at the drawing, this leg is in an angle, and so you have to work with the angle. So it's like a different type of angle right now. So basically, you want to try to form here, like round, in, and then this will just be a little bit more angled, like that. And now the foot indication is different from this. It's not, you're not looking at it, it's different from this right here. So you have to make this foot come out more. And what you'll do is make an indication, and you want to try to be with the line. And basically that's your foot right there for this side. Alright, so let's try to make sure everything's straight. Everything's aligned. And now we're back to the arm. Remember what I told you about that? There's a certain place where the arm stops. That's basically your safe zone that indicates you where to stop. So this is the arm, and this area right here, as you can see where the legs start to separate, is the area where you want to stop that hand. And so you basically just draw another circle to indicate the hand. So now you draw it out. Basically you want to just try to make more tubes, areas. This is the arm right here, and that's the hand, and that's your arm. And now for the other one, or the other hand, or arm, and arm, you gotta do another circle, but this time it's gonna be a little bit within the torso, because since, as I said here, in the leg it's angled, it also matters here also, since it's angled also. So you want to try to put the circle a little bit right into the torso. And so you draw another circle right over here, another circle, another line, and then to line, make sure it's aligned with this arm, and another circle right there. Now it doesn't really, this arm, I'm gonna angle it up just to give it a bit of a different something different. But if you wanted to do it down, you have to do it in an angle and end it right with this one. So it'd be angled. You don't want to do something, you don't want to make this arm a bit too long, because it just messes up the drawing's proportions. So you want to keep everything in an angle and stuff like that. Alright, so I took the liberty of already erasing that line that I did, and so now I'm going to draw the rest of the arm. So with this part of the arm, you want to put it, I'm going to draw him as if he's holding like a sword, a huge sword. And so first I want to put the arm line going this way, and the circle would be right over here. Right like that. So then just draw the rest of the arm. Here you gotta make it angle so it could align with this. Another line with this. And then just tube the rest. And there goes your other arm. So now once you basically got this form right here, this is what you want to at least try to get. So now you just basically draw it in basically. So I'm gonna start back to sketch it, and now this time you could go past that line there. Tip it up. Here's the ear indication, then the head, then the neck, shoulder, bicep, and just draw it out. Basically, just draw it out. So then you do here, just kind of like try to trace what you drew. Then the leg. So in this video, I'm not going to draw everything out. I'm just drawing the outline right now. In another video, I plan to go in with a detail on the head. But for now, I'm just showing you like your starting proportions for a body. Now the other arm. Shoulder, neck, then just an indication of how the hands gonna look. I'll do another video on hands too. So right now this is just drawing out or positioning things where they're gonna be. And basically just kind of draw it out. So boom. Basically that's kind of like a body proportion. And then basically what you might want to do is go back in, add clothes, do the face. And another video I'll show how to do face proportions too for manga characters. And yeah, there's a bunch of different ways to do these types of drawing. This is just one way that I usually use when I want to do something a little bit more accurate. The good thing about manga and basically cartooning really is that you could exaggerate body proportions. You can make things unrealistic or realistic. And so yeah. And also what's good is to use references. So I bought this book this book right over here. It's called Colossal Collection of Action Poses, and basically it's a huge book of just like positions. You see here? See those positions of women and men? And basically you could use those positions to make like drawings, as you can see here. And so it's really good. It's huge. It has a bunch of different positions, arrow. It even shows you how to kind of like do some of the using photo references like that. That's an idea. And then the guy started sketching it out. He didn't use the tube, he kind of did the tube technique, but yeah, this is just how he did it. Then he goes here, he starts drawing it out, starts to color, and this is basically the finished work. So yeah, it's a really huge book. It has men fighting, wrestling, I guess, like different poses. It's great for like positioning and stuff. And then this, they even have woman models too, different positions. That, there, flying, basically different types of clothing, street clothing, there, and stuff like that. So yeah, you want to try to use different positions and kind of make a study really of like positions online. If you go online on Google, you could probably Google different like body positions and stuff like that. This book I bought on Amazon for like 20 bucks, and it comes with this. It comes with the women and men poses, and then there's separate books too for only men and then for only women. But I bought this one because it has best of both worlds. So yeah, this is it's a great resource. But you don't really need to buy this book either. This is just a possibility. There's like, you could go online and probably even get more positions. But yeah, so I want to end the video here. Thanks for subscribing, and please subscribe if you haven't already. The next video I plan probably on making a character description video on the main cast, and then you guys get to choose which characters you want to see from the main cast. And after that will probably be another how to do video. And yeah, hope you like what you see. Thanks for following me all this way, and please comment, subscribe, like, and favorite the video to help the project grow and the channel grow. And I'll see you soon.